responsibility. It's response and ability. Response ability. It's so cool because it actually means your ability to respond. And I actually heard this from Sadhguru, and he talks about, like, if somebody was lying down, for example, just on the street, and you shouted at them and they didn't respond, and then you went over to them and you poked them and they didn't respond, and then you shook them and they didn't respond, what would they more than likely be? They'd be dead. So, like, what is life? Life is the ability to respond. And I think that's so cool because, it just puts responsibilities. Someone just pulled in and ran out and got something off the road and then got back in the car. Anyways, it just puts responsibility in a whole new light, so it does. People just on the middle of the road. Great. Hello, Galway. So it does, because if you say, I am not responsible for that, like, I'm not responsible for that person, I'm not responsible for this, what it actually does is it completely limits your options and it limits your freedom. So I think often people say that because they don't deal with something, but really you're giving yourself lack of options. Because, for example, if I drop a pen on the ground and I say, I'm not responsible for that pen, I'm not responsible for that pen, what options do I have? None. If, on the other hand, I drop that pen and I say, I'm responsible for that pen, okay, I'm responsible for that pen, so I have the ability to respond to the fact that I dropped that pen. I can choose to leave it there, but it's still my responsibility and I've chosen to do that. I can choose to ask someone else to pick it up, or I can choose to pick it up myself. Because I'm responsible for the pen, I have given myself options with choices that I can choose to make. So your responsibility is limitless, or at least in a fulfilling life it is limitless. It's quite limited. No, it's limitless. And if you're willing, you can respond to everything. I think that's so cool because it just completely changes your whole view on responsibility. And yeah, alright, Pixie, I'm responsible for you, and I'm responsible for you, and I'm responsible for that lady that just walked past, and I'm responsible for the car right in front of me, because I have the ability to respond to all of those things. Responsibility is not a bad thing. Responsibility just means you're alive. Yay! Alive! I'm responsible for you, dude in the car. I'm responsible for you. And for you. For you watching this. I'm responsible for you too. I'm not to blame for any action that you may do. I'm not to blame, but I am responsible because I can respond to that situation. Like if I'm responsible for somebody and they go and they smack somebody else across the face, I am responsible because I can respond to that situation. I have the ability to respond to it, but I'm not to blame for that situation because I did not cause it. To take responsibility does not mean that you're to blame. It means that you can respond.